sixth graders, it's math time. Wake up, open up your eyes, and jump around if you need to wake up. But here we go. Lesson 8, page 32. We're talking about the area of a parallelogram. They are teaching you a new formula. It says, remember that a parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. And the figure they're giving you, oh dear, new pen. Looks like something like this. Ignore the drawing, but you get the idea. Okay, so opposite sides are parallel. And your formula for this to find the area is area equals length times width. And the reason you can do this, if you notice in your book, they have something like this. If you chopped this triangle off, it would fit perfectly right here, and you would have a box. So length times width, or base times height, I think is actually what they call it. So maybe I should put base times height. And let's say the base here is 8 and the height is 6. The area would be 48. And let's do one. So remember, your formula for area of a parallelogram is base times height. The height is always perpendicular. Remember, perpendicular is like this. Down and over. That's perpendicular. The height is perpendicular to your base. Should be a little b. And that's your height. All right? If you look over on page 33, they give you one to do. And there, their base is 3 and their height is 2. It's 2. That would be 3 times 2 is 6. And your label is centimeters. Remember, centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. All right, the next figure that you're doing on 1B is your base is 30 and your height is 90. So you would say 30 times 90 is 9 times 3 is 27. You've got 2 zeros. 2,700 inches times inches. Your label is inches squared. So remember, formula for area of a parallelogram, base times height. Always remember to square your label. That's your new things for today. A little bit of a review. A couple of you had some corrections on this. The new part that you learned yesterday where you're converting measures. Remember, so like the first one, you have 12 feet, 4 inches equals, and they want you to convert it to feet. Remember, you've already got 12. You just carry that over and you put 4 over, how many inches are in a foot is 12. And then you need to reduce that. 4 over 12 is actually 12 and 1/3 feet. All right, so if you would be converting this into inches, you think, okay, how many inches are in a foot is 12. We've got 12 feet, so you would go 12 times 12 is 144, plus you've got this, and you add it to that. This would be 148 inches. Okay? have questions on that, go back and watch the video, guys. I explained it on the video. If you get a bunch of these things wrong that we're learning in our lessons, it's a perfect opportunity to go back to the video, re-watch it, okay? And if you do, like I encourage Cheyenne to do, when I'm explaining something and we're working through a problem, look at the first little bit and pause your video and do it in your book. Turn it back on and watch another part. Pause it. Do it in your book. It kind of helps you follow along. Don't watch the whole video and then go back and try and remember how to do it. Start and stop in your videos, or rewind. Go back again. If you didn't get it the first time, go back. Watch it again. And also in the language. When I say think E is this and I give instructions, just do think E. Pause the video and go back. But we're in math, so let's stick with math. All right, number 5 and 6, you're supposed to use the perimeter formula to find the width of the goat shed. All right, so they give you a size of a goat shed, and they're gonna say that they have something like this. This part is 4, this part is 12, and they wanna know the length of the building, okay? They want to know how long the building is. Think a little bit. This part's 4, this part's 12. What are you going to do? You have to find the length of this side, and then you can figure out what the width is, okay? Using your perimeter formula. Page 34. Some of you are not quite on the same page as what I'm trying to explain on this tally chart and the bar graph and all that. So, being we're not having school and I cannot show you in class, it's a little bit hard to explain. So I'm thinking we're just gonna skip number 9. I think we'll be all right if we skip that problem. Okay, you don't have to do number 9 on page 34. All right, see you tomorrow, guys.